For most of recorded history, the giant squid existed only in legend. Sailors told stories of massive sea monsters dragging ships underwater. Scientists knew the creature was real, pieces washed ashore for centuries, but no one had ever filmed one alive, in its natural habitat, in the deep ocean. That didn't happen until 2012. Giant squid can grow to over 40 feet in length, with eyes the size of dinner plates, the largest eyes of any known animal on Earth, an adaptation believed to help them detect faint light and movement in the near-total darkness of the deep sea. For centuries, evidence of their existence came almost entirely from indirect sources. Carcasses that washed up on beaches, remains found in the stomachs of sperm whales, one of the giant squid's few natural predators, and occasionally damaged specimens caught in deep-sea fishing nets. This indirect evidence was enough to confirm the species was real, but it left enormous gaps in what scientists actually understood about how giant squid lived, hunted, and behaved in their natural environment. Nobody knew for certain how they moved, how they hunted at depth, or even basic details about their typical behavior, because no scientist had ever observed one alive in the wild. That started to change in 2004, when Japanese researchers Tsunemi Kubadera and Kiyoshi Mori captured the first photographs of a live giant squid in its natural habitat, at a depth of roughly 900 meters near the Ogasawara Islands. It was a major breakthrough, but photographs alone still left significant behavioral questions unanswered. The real turning point came in 2012, when a joint research team, including Kubadera again, working with the Discovery Channel and NHK Expedition, successfully filmed a live giant squid on video for the first time in history, at a depth of around 900 meters in the North Pacific. The team used a specially designed, nearly silent submersible along with a deep-sea camera rig using minimal red lighting, a wavelength most deep-sea creatures can't detect, to avoid startling the squid, which had proven likely to flee from bright white lights in earlier attempts. The footage showed the giant squid actively hunting, using its two long feeding tentacles to strike at bait, revealing hunting behavior that had never been directly observed before. It confirmed some existing theories about how the species fed, while also raising new questions, since the squid's movements and approach were, in some ways, different from what earlier indirect evidence had suggested. Even with this breakthrough, giant squid remain one of the least observed large animals on Earth. Confirmed live sightings in the wild can still be counted on a relatively short list, and basic details about their lifespan, mating behavior, and population size remain largely unknown. Most of what scientists still infer about the species comes from analyzing stranded or captured specimens, rather than direct observation, since encountering one alive at depth remains exceptionally rare. It took science over 150 years, from the first confirmed physical evidence in the 1850s to finally capturing it on film, to see a giant squid the way it actually lives. And even now, more than a decade after that first footage, most of its life in the deep ocean remains a mystery no camera has yet captured.